Hey everyone, it's Armory Gaming. Wow, that is a really cool cover. That looks incredible. That has to be one of the best that we've ever seen. With that said, this video is going to be going over the Tails event, and I'm going to be telling you guys how to get the monster for as little as 150 gems. Honestly, the best price you can get the monster like 122 gems, but that includes you being super perfect with your logins, and I like to include the one that talks about buffers. So if you want to see how you can get the monster for 122 gems, make sure to check out the ML Guides Discord. There will be a link in the description. But again, in this video we're going to be going over how to get the monster for 147 gems, which is not that different, and you have a huge buffer. Alright, so let's go ahead and exit out. Let's exit out of here, and we're going to click on Tails events. I already did a collection, but basically the way the Tails events work, for those of you that are new to the game, new to Monster Legends, you just have to collect items. Collect gold, feed your monster, you fight, you hatch eggs, you can also breed monsters and get items. There's also a PvP node, but don't worry about that right now. So collecting eggs. The key thing you need to remember here is the number 8. 8 hours. You can get a full collection of items every single 8 hours. With collecting gold specifically, the number is 6. You can get 6 collect gold items every single 8 hours. And that also means that you can get half the amount in half the time. If you're doing 4-hour logins, you would only get 3 collect gold items. So as you can see, I currently have 5. That's because I did my collection and it only gave me 5. So I just exited out of the game and I went back into the game. And watch, as soon as I click collect somewhere, I'm going to get my last item. So you should know, if you know for 100% fact that you waited 8 hours before playing the game, before logging in, you just exit out, go back into the game, make sure you get your full amount. So collect gold is now at 6. I can spam collect gold all I want. I'm not going to get any more because, once again, the most I can get every single 8 hours is 6. Alright, so clicking back on the Tails challenge, the next thing is feed your monster. So feed your monster, the magic number there is 4. So let me just find a random monster to feed. We'll do this guy right here. We'll feed him a couple levels, just like the maze event. You'll notice the first time you do the action, you won't get anything. That's fine. You wait a bit, you can go do something else. You come back and you click feed, and you should get your items. I'm not getting my items. Okay, so I will actually exit out. Go back to the monster, and I will feed him, and I should get my 4. There we go. Got my 4. So let's go back to Tails challenge. So that's at 6. That's at 4. Fighting, super simple, super easy. We will click fight. I believe even in these fight notes, you can do the trick where you swap out for weak monsters. Let me see if that's real or not. So we'll put the low level monsters. We'll exit out. We'll click fight. And yeah, see, they're low level. So for those of you that are new players thinking, Armor, I can't do the fight notes, they're too hard. Yes, you can. You just put level 4 monsters, put level 4 Pandakins, put, here, let's do a mythic. Do level 4 Pandakins, and you'll be good to go. Alright. Fight. Boom. Yeah, but you put level 4 Pandakins. Hopefully you have like a level 10 Pandakin, and you put all the level 4 Pandakins out, and then you can easily beat them. So there we go. See how that's at 6? That's at 4. The fight is the only exception. You can do this every 2 hours. So we'll exit out there and hatch an egg. Ooh, I might not be able to do that right now. Wait, maybe I can. Maybe not. Okay, let's see. So check this out. I'm going to get rid of this Thunder Eagle. Place and place. Okay, did I get anything? I don't think I got anything. We'll click back on the Tails challenge, which tends to happen. So what I'm going to do really quickly is breed a Pandakin, a Treezard. Let's do Treezard. I think it's only like 15 seconds. So we'll do you real quick. Start breeding. Alright, 15 seconds, and we'll click back on this. That's essentially it. You just do your tasks, and then you would put a timer on your phone, on your watch, wherever you can, for 8 hours, and then you would log back into the game. And again, you don't have to wait 8 hours. If you do 4 hours, you can do it, but you're just going to get half the amount. You would get 3 collect gold items and 2 feed your monster items. Alright, let's place the monster into the hatchery. And then, oh, by the way, guys, the Frat event is also going on, which means the breeding event for Dratis is also going on. So if you have the monsters, make sure to take advantage. You need the previous Legends Pass monsters, the free-to-play ones. Alright, so let me sell Treezard, and bam, there is my 1 item. There we go. So see, you first need to put a monster into the hatchery, then you need to sell the monster from the hatchery in order for you to get your items. But that's essentially all you have to do. Now here is a screenshot of the cost. I'm going to explain to you guys thoroughly how this works. So if you want to get 100 cells, as you can see up there, it says total 100 cells, rank 0. On the 20 cell node, which is where you start off, you're going to be spending 32 gems. And you're going to use the 32 gems after 16 hours have passed, essentially. So the way you read this is, okay, use 32 gems at 0 days, 16 hours. That's because your initial login, it doesn't count, right? You've spent 0 hours playing the game. 8 hours later, you're going to log in, and hey, you do another collection, you're good. And then 8 hours later again, you log in and you do a collection. 16 hours have passed of you playing the game. By then, you should have 18 gold items, 12 feeder monster items, and you should have 3 hatches. So let's go over it again. Right now, I have 6 collect gold items, 4 feeder monster items, and 1 hatch. If I log into the game 8 hours later, I'm going to have 12 collect gold items, 8 feeder monster items, and 2 hatch. And then if I log into the game once again, I'm going to have the 18 gold collect items, the 12 feeder monster items, and finally the 3 hatch. So that's how that works. It's very simple, very easy. The fight you should be able to accomplish all 3 of them. That's how it works. So the minute you collect, you move on to the next node, the 30 cells. You can do a full collection, so do not miss out. Make sure you do a full collection. Alright, if you're noticing you're not getting gold or your feeder monster items, exit out, log back into the game. Sometimes I've had to do it up to twice in order to get all of my collect gold items. Normally the feeder monsters, that's the easy one to get. But you do a full collection, okay? Do a full collection and you basically start all over at time 0 again. So 8 hours later, you'll do a collection, and then 8 hours later, you'll do a collection, 8 hours later, you do a collection. So in total, one day, 8 hours should pass. You should have 30 collect gold items, 20 feeder monster items, and 5, I believe that's breeding. Yeah, 5B is breeding. So you should be spending around 45 gems. And then on the 50 cells, it's going to cost you 70 gems. So if you add up all of those amounts, you get 147 gems. The avatar is free, by the way. It shouldn't cost anything. The Tails key is free, by the way. It doesn't cost anything. And I'll explain why you need a Tails key later in a little bit. The total time it takes is 3 days and 16 hours. So there is a huge buffer period. Going back to my game right now, there's 3 days and 20 hours left. Which means even if I can't log in exactly 8-hour intervals, if it takes me 9 hours or 10 hours, that's fine. This formula right here, this sheet, these instructions are built in with a buffer. So this is why I like to use this one. I always tell players 150 gems, you can get a Tails monster. It's basically free. It's just a matter of logging in and doing your collections, doing your stuff. Again, if you are super adamant, you can actually save like 20 gems, but who cares? We know that life goes on, there's stuff that happens, so I like to use this. So huge shout out to ML Guides. Once again, a link in the description if you want to check out the other costs or you want to get additional cells or other stuff. But with that being said, let's go ahead and exit out of here and let's click on the Tails key. Like, why do you want a Tails key? Well, if you click on packs and you scroll, not packs, if you click on the chests, and here, let's see what do we get. Let's see if I'm lucky with the wooden chest. Nope, crush more cells. If you scroll to the right, right here. This is why you want the Tails key. Execumancer Tails chest, guaranteed 1 cell. And this is the only way you can spend your tokens. If you, once again, if you're new to the game and you're wondering, Armor, what do I do with all those tokens I got? Well, you spend them here, but you first have to unlock it with the Tails key. Look, I have 44 skulls. That's 44 free cells. I just need to get that Tails key. And I didn't even try. I think I just did the dungeons. Oh, we might have a dungeon again, actually. Go to Mythic Dungeons. Scroll, not Mythic Dungeons. Go to Resource Dungeon. Let's see. Ah, yeah, there's a token dungeon here again. So here's another, who knows how many, another 10? So that's essentially 54 free cells. But the only way you can get these additional tokens is to get the key. So make sure you get the key. And again, everything just costs 140 gems. So it's not hard. It's easy enough to do it. Everyone can do it. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I hope I was thorough enough. I will also link you guys to a step-by-step video that I've done in the past for a previous Tails event. They are all the same. So if you know how to do one, you know how to do them all. So with that being said, I'm Armor Gaming. Thank you all for watching and remember to subscribe.